Hey everybody, welcome back to the Best Coin News channel on YouTube. I'm Son of a Silver Stacker. Today's date is March 24, 2024. Now let's get busy with it. Over here to Money Metals. Looks like gold ended the week at 21.75.65, silver at 24.87, silver at 907.65, and palladium at 10.22.10. Now you're looking here at an in-stock American Silver Eagle, whose premium is $8.19. You're going to get out of there for a total of $33.06 for a quantity of 1 through 39. There you go. And look at this. You can sell it back to them for $26.62 each. Now, over here to the bullion sales. We're running real light this month at the United States Mint's March bullion sales. Don't know why I haven't seen any other numbers. I think we've only had 2 instances where we've seen reported sales so far. We could see a third one before we reach the month of April. Did I say weech? Not director. All right, over here at coinnews.net. And really, this is ultimately an episode about the money supply, circulating coins, and, yeah, guess what? The cash supply, because check this out. This is the Google machine right here, and I just put in there money supply shrinking. All right, and these articles come up just a month ago. It says U.S. money supply is shrinking the most since the Great Depression. Is an economic and stock market meltdown on ... right? Look at this. Why the U.S. money supply is shrinking for the first time in 74 years. Says here, U.S. money supply is shrinking the most since the Great Depression. Doesn't spell doom for the stock market in 2024. You know, I always heard cash was king. That looks like cash right there. Some places don't take cash right now anymore, right? That's interesting. But listen, with all of our the new folks that are coming in the country, I imagine they're not going to be opening up bank accounts. They're going to be using cash money. Isn't that something? So at a time when cash is shrinking and, well, the coins are also shrinking, because I'm going to show you that as well. And the demand for cash is never going to be higher than it is now, especially in recent times. You got to see this. This is incredible. What it is we're going through? Yeah, I don't even know. But this is a really exciting time for cash money. All right, this is coinnews.net. This is by Mike Unser, dated March 22nd, 2024. It is the 24th, so it's 2 days old. Title of this article is U.S. Mint produces 644.86 million coins for circulation in February. Now, folks, if that doesn't set your hair on fire, I don't know what does. You'd have to look at this and realize that, okay, normally this is like a December number, or maybe January, maybe November. But for February, I mean, come on, the Mint usually starts ramping production up big time, right about now, maybe even last month. But there it is, under 700 million coins for February. And if you remember last month's article, yeah, they were at 756 million coins for January. So actually, January produced more coins. Now, if that's not alarming, I don't know what is. Let's keep reading here. Let's find out what's going on here with the United States Mint. In February, the pace of striking U.S. coins for circulation slowed, according to manufacturing figures published by the United States Mint, and fell below the 1 billion mark for the 6th consecutive month, after 8 straight months above that level. Yeah, you remember the coin shortage during the pandemic, or maybe the circulation supply shortage? Well, whatever you want to call it, right? That's what, and you know what's funny is that if you go back to my channel in the very beginning, I was like one of the very first people to actually say there was a coin shortage, because I did I still do a lot of coin roll hunting, and I couldn't find any coins. And I made a video about it saying, uh-oh, are we in the middle of a coin short? And bam, nailed it. Anyway, I'm done tooting my own horn here. But yeah, that was me. I did that. I even did it in Facebook groups back then, too. Now, here we go. The U.S. Mint struck 644.86 million coins for commerce, including cents, nickels, dimes, quarters, nickels, dimes, quarters, including cents. Okay, I did that too many times. All right, registering drops. Okay, here we go. Registering drops of almost 15% from January. And look at this, almost 40% from February of 2023. Like I said, generally, February things start ramping up. Right? 40% from February last year. This is incredible numbers, folks. And there it is. Here's how the month compares to other in the last year, right? So here we go. February 2023. Yeah, $1 billion. So we were at $1 billion up until August of 2023. And then what happened, right? Yeah, the Mint said, you know what? Turn them off. Shut them down, slow them down, 3/4 impulse power, whatever it is you're doing there. And yeah, we're not producing 1 billion coins a month anymore. That's remarkable. And I think that's a really big news that we should all be thinking about and considering. 500 million, 6. And look at this for December. They barely even showed up for work that day. I mean, come on. 151 million coins produced for the month of December, then 755 for January, and then 644.86 for February. That's remarkable, folks. Down and to the right, okay? So what does this all mean, right? What are the implications of this? Well, we'll find out here in a second. The primary mission of the United States, yeah, we know that. Even though it costs 3 cents, yeah, we know that the United States Mint is making, well, no money on the Lincoln cent and no money on the Jefferson nickel. It costs them more money to make those and put them into the wild than it does to actually, yeah, they make on face value, all right? That's huge. Now, it says here, in February, the Mint struck 408 million Lincoln cents, accounting for 63% of all circulating quality coins produced for the month. That's incredible. Now, it says here in month-over-month comparisons for coins used daily by Americans, production totals in February saw. Now, here's the numbers. And remember what I'm telling you, folks. I have told you about the eBay Jefferson nickel, right? I've sent you over to eBay with me, and we've looked at the Jefferson nickel from 2024, and mostly we're finding San Francisco proofs from the San Francisco proof sets, not Denver or Philadelphia strike for Jefferson nickels. It is, I don't know where they are. Who's got them? Are they holding on to them? Where are they at? I don't know. But honestly, I'd like to pick some of those up. And are these coins from 2024, do they have the new metal composition? Is that why the United States Mint's not producing as many as, well, we've seen in previous years? I don't have the answer. Now, look at this. They're producing 1.1 fewer cents for the Jefferson nickel, 14.3 more percent for Jefferson nickels. That's really not a large bump, folks, especially when they didn't really produce that many to begin with. 35% fewer Roosevelt dimes and then 33% fewer quarters. Yeah. What does that even mean for the American Women Quarter Program, right? You know, because if we go to the American Women Quarter Program, these are the circulating coin production. This is for 2022, and the high water mark was Wilma Mankiller. The low water mark was Nina Otero Warren at 442 million, and that's really not that low. That's remarkable. Now, what are we looking at, 2023? Yeah, we're looking at Maria Tallchief at 184.8 and 185.8 from Philadelphia for a total of 370 million quarters. But look at this one, Joviat Idar. Wait, Joviat Idar. Oh, Jovita. Oh my goodness, that's a typo. Anyway, Jovita Idar, 188 million, 190 million for a total of 378.6 million. There, 8 million quarters more. But, you know, if those were West Point quarters, that's 4 times as many as each issuance, right? So that's kind of a lot. 8 million is a lot. It really is. Now, Marie Tallchief, the low point for quarters, as well as the Jovita Idar. And let's face it, folks, we're looking here at 2023, and if we go back to that article, we see that 2023, well, probably around September, October, is when we started getting those other quarter issuances, correct? For the Jovita Idar and the Maria Tallchiefs. That's remarkable. So we clearly see the trajectory of the United States Mint's circulation strikes going down and to the right. And then what do we have here for 2024 American Women Quarter Series coin production? I wonder why they call it that. That's actually different. This one's called, okay, that might be the same. Quarter Series. Sorry, they don't call it the Quarter Series production. They just call it, okay, well, whatever. We got Pauline Maria. We don't have any numbers whatsoever to talk about for the Denver and Philadelphia Mint circulation strike American Women Quarters. But when we do get that information, we will get that to you. Now let's keep on keeping on. I did show you this. There's so much going on here, folks. This is incredible. And the writing has actually been on the wall since September, well, probably November of 2023. 3 months a trend makes, not 1 month a trend makes, right? So look at that. So we had 1 billion coins, and then they just shut it off, cut it off by half. Half impulse power. Bam! All right, let's keep on keeping on. I already talked about that. Now it says here mintage of Native American dollars, Kennedy halves. It says it has not been disclosed whether any 2024 Kennedy half dollars will be produced for general circulation. And honestly, folks, this is from March 22, 2 days ago. And I've showed you already for a fact that 2024 Kennedy half dollars, at least from Denver, are already in the wild. You can find them on eBay already. I showed you that. Yeah, there it is. All right, let's keep on keeping on. There's so much going on. I'm telling you, I'm so geeked up about this. And really, what does it tell us? Well, it tells us if the current production pace were to continue through December of 2024, the annual mintage for 2024 would reach 8.4 billion coins. What? Yeah, 8.4 billion coins. In comparison, the U.S. Mint manufactured over 11.38. There's that THX 1138 again. Billion coins for circulation 2023, marking the lowest output since 2012. Well, if that's not interesting, let's go here to the Wikipedia page of the United States Mint coin production, and we're going to be looking at the historic numbers. All right. Now it starts in 1887, but that's way back in the way back. We're going to go here to our current day here. And I don't know why it's heavy on the right and not. Anyway, here's 1966. Pick up sticks. We got 4.6 million here. Now, did you see the columns here? I'm sorry, my bad. Didn't even total coins and then the value in those coins. I thought that was really cool how they had value in coins and then total coins. These two columns tell a story altogether. Just remarkable. All right. And then you obviously have the 1 cent, the 5 cent, 10 cents, 25 cents, and then 50 cents. Okay. Easy peasy, right? To figure out 1, 5, 10, 25, 50, $1, total coins and value in. So let's get back to 1966. There we go. Look at that. Okay. So we got 1 cent, 5 cent, 10 cent. We got those quarters and 50-cent pieces. Then we have total coins minted. Yeah, remember, I think that was the last year the mint was making any, well, anyway, I don't want to talk about that. That's a whole video for a different day. But look at that, 4 million coins and only made, look at that, the value of those coins was 427. Yeah, look at that. It's not that much. Look at the 5 above that. You're looking at 674 here. That's not important. Let me keep on keeping on. You can get lost in all these numbers. Here we go. This is 2009, all right, through 2012. Some of the least minted coins in our recent history, all right? You can clearly see that. Look at this. 14, 14, 11, 12, 14, 16, 17, 13, 11. Then we get to 2012. We have 9 billion coins struck. Then in 2011, we have 8 billion. And then in 2010, we have 6 billion. And then, bam, the low water mark right here for most recent memory is in 2009. And folks, if you find any coins from 2009, guess what you ought to do with them? Yeah. If they're in decent shape, if they're a parking lot coin and they look really tired, yeah, spend it. No big deal. But if they're in decent condition, I would keep those 2009s. And I would keep, honestly, any coin from 2009 to 2012. I would keep those, especially the quarters from 2012. I think that was a low water mark for quarters as well. Because let's check it out here. Pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters. Nope, there's the quarters right there. Bam. 347, 391, low watermark for quarters. And look at it, we keep on keeping on. Look at nowadays, 2022, yeah, 13 billion. We talked about that. Look at 2023, 11.38 billion, okay? And this year, like they said, we're looking here probably at 8.4 billion coins. Now, you look at that and you compare that to where we've been in the past, that puts us somewhere around 2011, all right? Yeah, that's pretty low. And honestly, if you look at this right here, 8.4 billion coins is actually lower than this. When the mint said that when this coinnews.net said the mint produced 756 million coins in January, because in this article it says if they keep producing at this rate, the coins will be here we go. If the current production pace were to continue through December, the annual mintage for 2024 would top 9 billion coins. All right, so for that to actually happen, they got to produce that 700 million coins per month. All right, that's huge, folks. But if we keep ramping up these numbers, or rather, if we ramp down these numbers and we get to 500 million instead of 644 million, did I say billion? Half a billion. Yeah, if we get to 500 million for the next few months, this is going to be really interesting. And these numbers for 2024 are going to look a lot like 2009 through 2012. That's awesome. That's huge, folks. And that puts us in a territory we haven't seen in over a decade. That's a big deal, folks. Now, let's get to those plus ones. I've yammered enough here. That's about war right there. You don't want to do that. It says here, when we are on the threshold of war, we are instructed to begin in no other way than with an offer of peace. For it is written, when you draw near a city to fight, first offer peace. Because when men are at war, even the Lord's anger does not frighten them. Yowza. Now, that brings us to 99.9 KOIN Coin News Radio. This is Van Halen, Ain't Talking About Love, off their 1978 album, Van Halen. Yeah, that's one of those self-titled albums. Those are pretty awesome. Now, there it is, folks. I want to thank you all for coming. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you hear and see, please sub the channel. It's free. We're trying to get to a gazillion subs. That way we can open up the son of a silver stacker store. There it is, folks. I want to thank you all for watching this long into the video. I know it's probably tiresome, cumbersome, but it is awesome at the same time. Stacker out.